All right, welcome back to Setting the Edge. It is week 7. We are, we're missing. We're not complete tonight. We're missing a box, and we'll explain that here in a second. But I am joined, fortunately, by Tony Schwartz. You can follow him at Tony Schwartz NBA. You got Ray. You can follow him at Playbook SN Bets, and then Ray
5893. You were almost there.
He's getting there. Close, man. I almost had the combination to the safe. I was going to get all that money you won last week when you were the pacer because Ray went 4-1 last week, took down the whole damn thing. I don't ever remember the pacer winning, so it was a good payday for Ray, which it happens. I mean, the thing about it is because all of us have been the pacer. We pay $10 and we have to beat everybody. So you guys pay $10 and you might get a piece of something. It's not great odds for us, but it's obviously fun. But then Ray broke the curse, took it down, went 4-1 last week. Ray is now 17-12-1, just behind Tony.
Oh, I like it.
Doing well. Our panel last week went 13-7 as a group. Ray went 4-1. Everybody went 3-2, including Andy, who that's almost as many as he's gotten wins in the last 2 weeks prior to that. So good for him. Overall standings after 6 weeks, Tony 29-1, still in first. I'm 18-11-1. Ray is 17-12-1. And then Andy is 12-16-2. And we promised that we did not kick Andy off the show because he is sub 500. He is actually, interestingly enough, he is overseas. He's in London, I believe, right?
Yeah.
The interesting thing is the NFL has been in London, I think, 3 weeks in a row, and Andy went the week afterwards. Yeah. I don't know if he did not know that, but that there's no games in London this week. So we're wishing Andy the best. He was going to try to be on with us, and then we started doing the math on hours behind and things like that. And he couldn't make it. So
Tony had to sell his daggum Dior's. That's really what happened. We blame Tony for this.
Yeah, we all got to pay bills. So Andy's going to be the pacer this week. We will get Andy to post his plays on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, so you know what he has, since that's kind of the advantage that the people have. But we're going to go through with ours. We'll go this week. We'll actually reverse it. Usually I go last. I'll go first. We'll go me, Ray, Tony, and then swing it back around. This week 7 is difficult. There are 6 teams on bye, so it's a smaller card, a lot of tight lines. I always make sure I remind you guys to go to Bettor Edge to join in on our competition. If you use the code 5RSN, you can get $20 from 5 Reasons Sports when you sign up. The competition is $10 every week right now. Looks like there are 5 people that joined already this afternoon. Usually there's around 10 to 20 people in the competition. If you beat Andy, you win. And depending on how many people beat Andy is going to be how many people get paid out. And then looking at the competition lines, those freeze when I make the competition. You can always go into the marketplace. Bettor Edge is a peer-to-peer betting. That's why it's illegal in almost every state. So you're betting against someone else. You're not paying juice to the house. You can find lines instead of paying -110 somewhere else. You pay even money, and you're saving yourself 10 cents on every dollar that you spend. So it's huge if you're trying to maximize your profit. So I'll shut up for a second because I've been talking the entire time. And I'll go with in Andy's honor, my Bet the House special. And I don't necessarily favor this much more than my other picks. And it kind of scares me because it's one of those things that Ray talks about, because it's like one of those rat lines that you're like, I don't understand why this line looks this way. Coming off of beating the 49ers, the Browns are -2 on the road. I get that. But -2 on the road against the Colts. So I'm going Cleveland -2. I think their defense is spectacular. Anthony Richardson is going to be out for the rest of the season. I know the Colts have had a good season, I would say, maybe somewhat of a surprising season based on what maybe expectations were. Minshew back there, I just don't think he's very good. I think they're going to get after him, and I think he's going to make mistakes. And P.J. Walker, just take care of the ball, hand it off to Ford. Don't turn the ball over. Let the defense win the game. Browns -2 is my Bet the House special. Ray, you can go next, or if anybody else is on this game.
No. I'm on it. Oh, you are? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it too. I think the Browns defense is incredible. So that -2 just from that alone. And then Gardner Minshew, can he be like an ace? Is that possible? Can he come in and just quarterback like the third and fourth quarters of a football game? Because that's where I think they need him to be. As a starter, he's pretty bad. But when he's coming in off the bench, it's not terrible. Same reason as Sean. But I like the -2 regardless of who the quarterback is. I think defenses are going to play this game really, really, really tight.
All right, Ray.
I guess I'll just go with my bet the house too. I've been high on them all season. I'm gonna stay high on them. Lions +2.5. I don't really care what the Ravens are doing. Their offense is basically the same thing. Run the ball. Lamar is gonna throw it to one of two people, and he's probably gonna overthrow him. I get David Montgomery is out. I believe his name is Craig Reynolds. They should be getting Jamar Gibbs back from what I understand. So that's a really, really good offense. Some kind of way they've turned that defense around from what it was last year when dudes were basically just turning into stars as C-tier players. So, yeah, give me the Lions. Give me Jared Goff. And I'm honestly probably going to ride them for the rest of the season, or until they just completely take all my money. So, yeah, go Lions. Saints North.
I'm on the other side of that. I like Baltimore. Their games are ugly. They can't get the ball in the end zone, but eventually one of these weeks, those red zone trips have to turn into touchdowns, right? And as a Lamar Jackson fantasy owner, I hope that happens soon because he is killing me, even though he's very good. But Ray is right. I mean, if he doesn't get a completion to Andrews or Zay Flowers, I mean, broken down old OBJ, it's not looking pretty out there. And I just don't understand why. I know they're at home, but the Lions are the better team. Why are the Lions the dog in this game? It's just one of those lines that it didn't make sense to me, and that's why I went on the other side of it.
I have now sprinkled that into Sean's head. It's every time he sees the Lions, I don't trust it no more. I don't trust it.
Well, there were two other ones that I wanted to be in my 5, and I didn't trust it, and I didn't pick it on the other side.
Yeah,
I'll talk about those later. So
yeah, there's a lot of those out there. Yeah, Bill Simmons calls him the Luca Brasi play of the week, right?
Yeah,
Something's fishy about it. I'm gonna take Detroit here too. I think they're a really good football team. They're gonna start winning games, get themselves to a high seed.
All right. Let's see. I've given 2. Tony's given 2. Ray, why don't you go with your next one?
Even though I am, as always, preying on the downfall of Sean Payton, and honestly, I hate to even do this because that second-round pick that those bums owe us continues to grow in value and diminish in the size of the pick as it lowers and lowers. We are somewhere in the 40s right now with it. But Broncos +2.5. I don't like the Packers. I don't like Jordan Love. They did not get the third coming of whatever great Green Bay quarterback, at least not this year. Good luck to the kid. Sean Payton and whatever they're doing with that offense is just enough that I'm like, okay, that's fine. And plus, I still don't think they have their running back. I cannot think of his name. Not AJ Dillon.
Aaron Jones.
Green Bay's running. Yes, they do not have. I still believe they're still not going to have Aaron Jones. So it's like, yeah, okay, go ahead. +2. I get it. You're at home. It's Lambeau. It's cute. Russ has been there. Sean's been there. They'll get through that. So Donkeys +2.5, and they will remain the Donkeys.
That was one of the other 2 that I looked at that, and I was like, I don't understand. The Broncos are terrible, and the Packers seem too obvious, but I didn't pick it. So interesting that you're on the Denver side because that's what I was kind of leaning in a way. Tony, go ahead.
I'm on the other side. I'm just hoping a lot of these questionables end up playing. They got Aaron Jones, Devontae Campbell, Quay Walker, just a bunch of guys that could swing either way. I think if they play, it's over. And even if they don't play, Broncos, terrible. 458 yards allowed. That's disgusting. So shout out Jordan Love and whatever running back that Green Bay is going to field.
Who did they just sign? James Robinson?
Did they?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. And that was why I was like,
sure, why not?
The other guy's not playing.
Interesting. I have AJ Dillon on my team, but I thought Jones was trending towards playing, but I haven't looked at anything today. But that's a huge thing because Broncos can't stop the run. You saw what the Dolphins did to them a few weeks ago. Everybody's kind of cut them up in the
Go ahead. Tony.
I was just gonna say, if it was summer, it's a whole nother thing because summer in Denver it's rough, but it's gonna be like 60 degrees. I think really clear skies. Like I hate this line. It feels trappy. I don't understand it. It should be way bigger, but I'm just gonna take it because it's the right play.
In defense of the Broncos getting, or whoever Sean is referencing, getting absolutely torched on the ground by the Dolphins. Look, I got a really good defense. I'm pretty sure they might all over us too. So it is what it's neither here nor there,
And speaking of that really good defense, my third pick is the New Orleans Saints, one of the best defenses in the league, going against the Jaguars on a short week, a banged-up Jaguars team suffering injuries on their defense. Trevor Lawrence is questionable. I don't think he's going to play. It keeps kind of roller coastering back and forth in the news cycle. I think that line right now it's Saints -1, so I'm actually taking a bad line in the competition. I think when the Lawrence news comes out, probably tomorrow morning, depending on how late they hold on to that line goes to probably 3.5, 4. CJ Beathard, come on, man, can't lose to TJ. But I know Ray told me today that I believe both your tackles are out.
Yeah, Ramczyk is out. Hurst is out too. Yeah, which I mean, whatever. Hurst is the worst one that we have on that line, so it's like whatever, fine.
So I mean, if you can keep Derek Carr off the ground, it's at home too, and he can just get the ball out to those weapons, and maybe some offense sputters and happens somehow, some way, magically on a Thursday night in the Superdome. I just think, shit, if you don't have enough time, maybe put Jameis back there. He can just close his eyes and throw it as far as he can. And I'm going Saints -2 though. I just feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's a good play.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Derek Carr only has 2 targets to ground and Kamara, and that's it. But it's enough. It's enough, right, to cover that line. The one thing fighting against Jacksonville, London was their home. London is their home away from home, and they've been there for a while, and now they have to come all the way on back. So let's just go ahead and take the home team there, the ones not traveling across the ocean, with I think the much, much, much better defense.
You people are sorely. Look at these hands are for you, Tony.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Underestimating how much of a terrorist Pete Carmichael is. I was hoping I would get time to rant as I won the competition, and I was going to spend the whole time telling y'all about how Pete Carmichael needs to end up in the damn gulag. So, good luck to both of you. I hope that we cover. I hope that we win. Them people are banned. They are banned on playbooks nonsense until Pete Carmichael is not the offensive coordinator, or my name is not Raymond Robinson.
Well, since your name is Raymond Robinson, why don't you give your third pick? Because everybody else has 3 or 4 in.
All right. This is actually one of those lines that Sean keeps talking about where it's like, why is it like that? Chargers 5.5.
That's the other one I was talking about. I knew we were on the same page.
Like, the Chiefs, it's not that, like, I'm still, like, that's still good offense. Pat Mahomes still an MVP candidate. Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football right now. Like, that is an offense that they're going to score points. But, like, the Chargers can when Herbert doesn't overthrow the ball 15 times a game. And, I mean, the defense somewhat held up to, 20 points against the Cowboys, which I'm not taking a shit on the Cowboys offense. I don't think it's, like top 10, but at the same time, they're not bottom tier of the league. So they kept up. They did what they were supposed to do. Herbert missed a couple easy throws. Probably a game that they should have won in the grand scheme. I actually felt that the Chargers moved the ball a lot better outside of a couple big plays that the Cowboys had, especially that big catch and run from Pollard. So I don't like the Chargers. I really don't. But 5.5 in a divisional game, yeah, 5.5 in a divisional game, not so much. If this would have been 3.5, then I would have been like, I'll stay away from that. But 5.5, I'll take that. That's fine.
All right, I'll go to my fourth one. My fourth one is going to be the Bucks -2.5. I flipped on the Falcons a few weeks ago. I like the Bucks. I know they couldn't compete with the Lions last week. They're too good of a team. So I went Bucks -2.5. I think that they have something good there. The Saints, I think the Saints are the best team in the division, but I think the Bucks can give them a run for their money. You haven't played yet, have you?
We did, and yeah, that was the first game that we lost. No, there's the second game we lost.
Okay, I think it's going to be one of those two teams. I thought the Falcons early on could run the ball and control, and now suddenly they're trying to throw the ball all over the place with Desmond Rittler since Andy's not here, and it's not working out very well. And Bijan had a terrible game last week in terms of efficiency. So I think the Bucks get it done -2.5 at home. If anybody has that game, or we can swing it to Ray for his fourth, and then Tony can go to his fifth last round.
I will say that I do agree with you in the sense of they can give us a run for our money. And I told a lot of my Saints friends who were super high on us and were like 13 wins, 14 wins, super easy schedule. I'm like, guys, I don't think they'll know who we are. We just randomly lose games that we have no business losing. And then there's always somebody within this division that comes in and is a pain in our fucking side. And from the get, I never thought it would be Carolina. Like, I'm just whatever they're doing. And then until Atlanta gets a true quarterback, I'm not worried about them. Now that Bijan kid, but when you really look at it, like, the Bucks were honestly still the most complete team left over. They were in the same situation as us. They just didn't have a quarterback. And they got Baker. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So I agree with Sean. I'm not on that, but I damn sure agree with Sean. Tony, I am sorry. Dolphins +2.5. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, y'all's secondary is Swiss cheese. You might as well put me and you back there. Maybe even no, wait, that's right. Jason Kelsey said it best. Playing cornerback is so hard they don't even let the white guys do it. So we're out, actually. But look, those guys are fixing to throw the ball. I'm sure that y'all can keep up with them. I'm sure that y'all can score with them. But y'all secondary being as beat up as it is, no thank you.
We got one of your boys back there.
Have him. Why do y'all do that? Y'all always do that. Y'all take everything that we get rid of and y'all make it good again. Fucking, I don't like y'all.
Are you telling me that you don't think the addition of the Hall of Famer Julio Jones is going to drag the Eagles to a victory?
You don't get Quintorris out my damn face.
I don't really necessarily think it does either. But if Andy was here, I would have argued it. But he's not here, and I don't have to lie. I hate this line. I hate this game. It's going to suck to watch it because I know it's just going to be a damn shootout, and whoever has the ball last probably wins. So I'm not betting it. I told you guys I was going to do it, but I'm not going to because Andy's not here. And if I don't have the drama, then I'm not going to do it. I am, on the other hand, going to take the least dramatic pick left on the board. Two teams absolutely suck. It's devastating to my eyeballs to watch both of these offenses execute jack shit. But there's one thing that Jimmy Garoppolo can do, and he can throw it to Devontae Adams. I think he's like 9th in the NFL for catches right now. This is his only fucking targets. The only guy he throws the ball to. The Bears are 29th in both points allowed and pass yards allowed. They suck. Go ahead and give me the Raiders. I think the Bears do have to get a victory eventually, but I mean, even if you cannot find Devontae Adams, the Bears can't stop the run either. So,
and the Bears are without Justin Fields too. So
yes, still.
Is he for sure not playing now?
I'm pretty sure that he's out.
I know he dislocated his thumb, and I really doubt that he's going to play with a throwing hand dislocated thumb. So
he can't throw anyways, so it doesn't. Yeah, whatever. Running back. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, fifth pick.
Is it me again? Oh, okay.
Your last one.
I had to fight and argue with myself over this, and I'm sure it's going to bite me in the ass because this is always something that does this. But Steelers +3.5.
No, rough. Good luck, buddy.
I know.
Wish you luck.
I know. Yeah, I understand. Trust me, I do. But
My fifth pick too.
The Rams now don't have.
Good luck, soldiers.
The Rams now don't have Kyron Williams for at least 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. The running back behind them is also hurt, so now they're working with a rookie running back, Royce Freeman, and I think they went and got Darnell Henderson back today, but that remains to be seen. I also don't hate the Steelers' defense. I think T.J. Watt can get to the quarterback multiple times in the exact same manner that Aaron Donald can do so. I don't expect this game to be high scoring by any stretch. I think this will be a 17-14 type of game. Yeah. Steelers, 3.5.
You hit on everything I would have said. I think it's a low scoring game. I want the points. I think the running back situation, if the Steelers can get after Stafford, obviously Kupp and Puka are very good. Take away one of them, make it single dimension. You can't run the ball. Now Stafford's dropping back. You're coming after him with Watt and all those guys. I just think the Steelers get it done. Even though it's going across the country to the West Coast, I don't think the Rams are very good. And I think it's tough when you're not healthy, because Kyron Williams has been very good. I mean, he's like top 5, top 10 in rushing yards, touchdowns, attempts, everything. So without him, I think it's going to be a tough adjustment. So I'm also on the Steelers. Hopefully Ray's didn't use all of his luck in 1 week, because I have a lot of common plays with Ray this week. But maybe we'll be sharing some of that pot when Andy goes probably 2-3, 1-4 after he's back from London. We appreciate you guys coming in, Ray and Tony. Make sure you follow them. Follow Playbook Sports. They do great content. They're helping out with 5 Reasons, doing some paces and spaces.
Stole my brand. Stole my whole damn brand, man.
Stole yours. I gave that shit up as quick as possible.
God damn.
Oh, man. The logistics of that shit. All right. Big game Sunday night. Dolphins, Eagles. A couple of divided houses here, I guess, and we'll see how that goes. Make sure you're checking out our content. Make sure you're joining Bettor Edge using the code 5RSN to get yourself $20 from 5 Reasons Sports. Heat preseason game is on right now. If you want to suffer through that and enjoy that, go ahead. It's on Sun Sports or whatever the hell it's called, Valley Sports now. And lots of content tonight.
That's a better game.
Aces Liberty. There's I got some action on Sam Houston State and FIU. If you want to tune into that, it's probably on I don't know, FX1 or something like that.
Sean, just know if the Rangers lose, me and you are going to have at it. The one time I decided to follow Sean's play, if the Rangers lose tonight,
Rangers, I'm on it. And New Mexico State. I'm a fucking degenerate. I need to turn this thing off. See you guys.
Fire Pete Carmichael.